with Sanskrit. Islam entered the Philippines in 1380, brought by a missionary named Mukdum Karim, who traveled to the Sulu archipelago with traders. He built the first mosque in the Philippines. Shortly after, Raja Baginda, an Indonesian prince, arrived and helped establish the Sulu Sultanate. In the early 1400s, Chinese mariner Zheng He also founded Chinese Muslim communities in the region. The history of the Philippines is often divided into pre-colonial and colonial periods. Much of what is known about the pre-colonial era comes from foreign records, especially from China. Some are brief mentions in trade logs, while others offer more detailed accounts. The oldest recorded barangay is Tonda, located near modern Manila. It had strong trade connections with nearby Manila, and both played key roles in Southeast Asian commerce. Their importance was such that the Chinese emperor appointed a governor to oversee trade with them. Throughout the archipelago, other prominent polities emerged. The Luzon people rose to power after the decline of Tonda, often acting as mercenaries across the region. The Sultanate of Sulu became an important trade hub and interacted with Kampa, an ancient kingdom on the Indochina Peninsula. The two even fought a short war in the 12th century, after which relations resumed. In Mindanao, the Rajanate of Butuan thrived with a population practicing Hinduism and a Buddhist leadership. Butuan was especially renowned for its gold work and maintained strong trade ties with China and mainland Southeast Asia. Other states, like Cabalon, show evidence of Chinese and Japanese influence in clothing and customs, while others like Mai and Pilulu were active trading partners with China. Some Visayan communities engaged in raids along the Chinese coastline, reflecting a more aggressive regional presence. In the years leading up to European contact, the Bruneian Sultanate began expanding into the Philippines. They took over Tonda and Manila Bay, breaking their monopoly on Chinese trade. This led to the establishment of Salurong, or the Kingdom of Manila, as a Bruneian vassal. Sultan Bolkiah strengthened this control through a strategic marriage alliance with the Sultanate of Sulu. European contact began in 1521, when a Spanish expedition led by Portuguese navigator Ferdinand Magellan reached the Philippines during their attempt to circumnavigate the globe. They anchored near Sulwan Island and later landed at Hominhan Island, where they met local leaders, including Raja Humabon of Cebu. Raja Humabon converted to Catholicism, along with his wife and many in his community. He took the Christian name Carlos in honor of King Charles I of Spain, while his wife became Juana, after the Spanish king's mother. Humabon ordered nearby communities to accept the Spanish and adopt Christianity, and most complied. However, not all local leaders agreed. Datu Lapu-Lapu, a rival on the island of Mactan, resisted conversion and Spanish authority. When Magellan attempted to confront him, Lapu-Lapu's forces attacked. Magellan was struck by a poisoned arrow and killed, along with many of his men. Despite promises of support, Humabon and other leaders did not participate in the battle. Lapu-Lapu even executed those locals who had aided the Spanish. Following this, Humabon distanced himself from the Spanish, going so far as to kill some of the survivors. The expedition, despite the loss of its leader, continued its voyage and returned to Spain the following year, completing the first circumnavigation of the globe.